Hello and welcome, everybody. My name is Dottie Berry, and I'm coming to you from Blaine, Washington, which is in the Pacific Northwest of the United States, for those of you who are outside of the U.S., wherever you are all over the world. Now, I know that some people are sleeping right now, and understand that if you're in another country. You know, it's really interesting. I'm going to be doing a hangout for people in Singapore on Saturday, and it's going to be 3 p.m. their time. But it's going to be midnight my time, and another person who's joining me, Cheryl, it's going to be 3 a.m. in the morning in Ohio for her. So you know what? Sometimes we just do what we need to do when we want to reach out and touch people all over the world. And you know, I've loved being a consultant, a coach, a trainer, and a speaker. If you've never met me before, that's what I do, and I'm known as the Google Hangout Maven, and I'm really privileged every week, every Tuesday night, to do training for the entire Power Lead System community, which also consists of the people who have Lead Lightning. And I'm extremely pleased to have with me Barry Tuck. He is the guy who empowers the millennials. How you doing tonight, Barry?
Hey Dottie, I'm doing good. It was a struggle getting here today because I went home and visited my family this past weekend in Virginia, and I'm driving home and I think to myself, man, I think I left my laptop at my mother's house. So I called her and I was like, did I leave my laptop there? And she goes, yes, you did. So she's mailing it to me, but in the meantime, I had to find a way to get onto a Hangout. So I borrowed my roommate's Apple computer. I've never used a MacBook before, and it was something different. I was definitely going through this kind of blindfolded because he wasn't here to help me. But it's definitely different. I like it a lot. So I'm glad to be here, Dottie.
Hey, Barry, great to have you. And let me just say this. Once you have a Mac, you'll never go back. That's what I tell people. Anyway, I do love my Mac and my iPhone. I have those because it all coordinates together. But I'm glad you were able to make it happen because, oops, I've got this little pop-up coming up in the middle of my screen. I'm going to get rid of that. You probably can't see it, but I can. There we go. It's gone. Anyway, Barry is the guy that empowers the millennials. And that's really a great group to be reaching out because, Barry, you're 24, right?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
And he's getting ready to go to Japan pretty soon here, somewhere towards the end of the year. So, I mean, Barry, I can't even imagine what it's going to be like when you're in Japan and we're Skyping and we're doing Hangouts. But I love it. This is what's so great about the platform that we're on right now, which is Google Hangouts. Now, as most of you all know, Google Hangouts, the ability to run one of these is actually free. But if you want to kind of give yourself some branding, then you've got to put it in a page of some sort. Well, Power Lead System gives you the ability to do that. You can't do that with Lead Lightning because, well, let me just put it bluntly. You haven't upgraded yet. You get something great with Lead Lightning, which is a contact management system. You get 2 links to promote, one to promote, Lead Lightning, and one to promote your business. But if you want the upgrades, then, you got to pay for it. But it will enable you to do things like the Google Hangouts. And we run this one on CoachBGoldNuggets.com. And that's what a lot of you are seeing. Now, I have another private link that I run this same Hangout on. That's what's kind of cool. Barry, you've got your private link too. So people who come in and join up with you with Lead Lightning and Power Lead System, they're actually watching this Hangout on your private link. Is that right?
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. So listen, Barry, I do want to congratulate you because you brought a new person in this week. Could you tell us about that and how did that come about? Because I know a lot of people are interested in how they can help other people with a system.
Well, Dottie, what I did was instead of pitching them, what Power Lead System was or what Lead Lightning is, I created a sales funnel for them. And I just sent that to them. I said, hey, what do you think about this? Am I missing something? Or do you think you could benefit from this? And the person went, wow, I really like that. And then they were immediately interested because then they see that's a way for them to promote their business. Before, all they had in their business was a replicated website that everybody else in the entire company has. She saw the value in that and immediately signed up. I'm still working with her to get everything, all the pieces put together, but she's really excited about it and really likes that. And it was so simple. Um, just take a few minutes of your time and create something, even if it's just one page. And that's one way to get somebody interested in Power Lead System. Show them what it can do for them, and you'll go a long ways.
Absolutely. That's a great lesson, Barry, because, most of us are interested in who first?
Ourselves.
Ourselves. Oh, we're like our number one subject, huh? No, seriously. When we can reach out and we can help somebody else feel special and let them know we truly are interested in your business and what you're doing. Because what I see a lot of people doing, they pitch their deal and the other person pitches their deal. And guess what? That conversation is over in about a minute and 30 seconds, right?
Right.
Because nobody is needing a deal. But what you can do, especially when you upgrade into Power Lead System and you have all this customization, then whether you're online or offline, it doesn't matter. Everybody needs to be building a list, and everybody needs to be keeping in touch with the people who are interested in their products or their business or their services. So anyway, you did a great thing, Barry. And one thing that people can do if they have replicated sites too, you can actually float a box over that replicated site. Now, I think what you did was when you showed me, you did a traditional lead capture page. Is that correct?
Yes, that's it.
Okay. So what we're going to talk about tonight, just kind of moving, segueing forward, is first of all, let me say how excited I am to have all of you on this hangout tonight. If you are here because somebody invited you, they invited you simply because they believe you might, benefit from having a system for your business. So thank them. And every Tuesday night we cover something different. I can tell you last week we covered all about Google Hangouts, why you need them, how to set them up, how to do private Hangouts, how to set up Hangouts on the fly, how to set up Hangouts in advance. I mean, we literally covered a lot of ground. So if you're interested in that, then you can go and you can click on the button down there that is for the recorded Hangouts, okay? So I'm going to cover some things tonight that are, I'll just be quite honest, they're a little bit more advanced than if you have Lead Lightning, because the things I'm going to show you, you really can't do with Lead Lightning, okay? That's just the honest truth. But I can't sit here every week and cover just things for Lead Lightning, because a lot of people have Power Lead System, and we like to, share for newbies getting started one week, and then the next week we like to share something, with Power Lead System people. So just know that it's going to be a little bit more advanced for some of you, and maybe you'll get it and maybe you won't, especially if you don't have a back office to see some of the customization. But I'm going to be talking about affiliate products, okay? Now here's what you need to understand. Lots of times you want to promote an affiliate product, even though you might have a business of some type. And you see this great affiliate product, you get excited and you think, well, somebody might like to have this. And you go to promote it on Facebook and it's a blocked link. Well, that also happens with the Lead Lightning link. That doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with Lead Lightning or any of these products. What it means is so many people have gotten excited about it and they've shared it so much that Facebook has blocked it. Now, that's a shame. Facebook, in my opinion, does not appreciate the internet marketers and the network marketers enough. And so sometimes they block a link. So I'm going to show you some of these type of affiliate products. Now, I asked Barry just before we started if he did any, if he had gotten any affiliate products yet. And I said, do you know what JVZoo is? And what did you say, Barry?
I said, I've never heard of that. I don't even know what it is.
Okay, so we're going to learn tonight. There's things like ClickBank, JVZoo, and several Hangouts ago, we covered some things about how to do offers that you put into your emails, okay? Like one of the ones I always do is I offer a personality assessment. The reason I do that is, what's everybody's favorite subject? Tell me again, Barry.
Themselves.
All right. So if I offer a personality assessment, people are curious, I mean, I know I am. I want to know what makes Dottie Berry, Coach B, tick. So they will fill that out in order to get a free detailed report, okay? Complimentary report. So I put that at just about on all of my emails. But let me go ahead and screen share and get started here so I can, when you can see things, it's a lot better than just hearing about them. So let me go ahead and do this. And Barry, of course, I will try to make sure that you can see this. Can you see that?
Yes, I see your Facebook, and I see your back office now.
Okay. So here's the thing. I am over here on JVZoo, okay? This is where you can get all types of affiliate products. Now, I brought it up just so I can show you where some of the ones are that I have, but I'm going to come to one, and I'm just going to show you how I put this together. Let me find it here. Okay, it's called the Longtail Pro. And what that is, so many people need a tool that will help them with keyword research, okay? Whether they're doing Bing ads or whether they're doing, and Barry, 1 week I'm going to do some training on how to use Bing ads too. That's pretty interesting.
Ooh, sounds good.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, if you have a blog or you're getting Google AdWords and things like that, then you're going to need to do some keyword research, okay? So this is a tool. Now, here's how I get my link, because I was already approved, okay, as a vendor, all right? So I just wanted to show you that you go over there, JVZoo is free. You can sign up for it, and you go in there and you start looking at the products, and you always want to look at things like this. You want to make sure that they have a low refund, okay? Over here, you see the percentages, 2.04%. That's a decent, because look, 63,000 of the, or wait a minute, that's 53,000, excuse me, 53,000 sold. So if I go over here to Facebook, okay, Barry, I believe I have you up here. Okay, so you see you right there, Barry. I'm going to send you this link, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm just going to do this. Now, do you see what happened? Can you see the pop-up?
Yes, I can.
It says you can't post this because it has a blocked link. And so the content you're trying to share, their security system is blocking it. Okay, so you close that. And it says you can't post this because it's a blocked link. So now I happen to know Barry's email, but what if I didn't? What could I do? Well, this is where Power Lead System really, really comes in handy, okay? And I'm going to take you in the back office and show you why. Now, there's 2 reasons why this is so helpful. I want you to think about it for a moment. If I just send this link, and I'll show you, let me just pull it up. If I just send somebody this link, this is how affiliate marketing works. Now, let me turn
Ever wonder how seamless?
Okay, this is how affiliate marketing works. If somebody opts in and gets that product, I don't get their name and their information, okay? I just get told that I made a sale. Well, that's great. I enjoy that money. But guess what? I want that person as a lead, right? So I don't want to just send people to this link. Now, there's a caveat. Somebody that's already opted into my list, I will send the direct link. Why? I already have them on a list. So here's why it's so important to be able to use the back office. Not only can you get a funnel going, like a lead capture page, and capture their information, you will be able to communicate with them in the future. But once you create that link, guess what you can do, Barry? What do you think I could do with that link once it doesn't say JVZoo something?
You could put that on Facebook.
Absolutely. I can put it in groups. I can put it anywhere. I can private message. So what I do is I take away that blocking by putting it inside something that isn't blocked, okay? So
right.
Here's what happens. Let me just show you a couple of the ones that I created. Now, here's one. This is what we call just a lead capture page. And it says, since 2011, Longtail Pro has been battle tested by 70,000 marketers and SEOs. Well, that's pretty good. That tells people, wow, this is a good thing. So this is actually the version 3.0. Anyway, it says as the #1 keyword research and competitor analysis software, okay? So I just kind of did one of our little questionnaires. Do you recognize this, Barry, where this type of questionnaire?
I have. I've used that before.
Yeah. So what I did is I went in our back office, okay, and I can show you how I did that. I went to copy. I didn't even create this from scratch. I just went over where it says copy. I'm going to show them to you first, and then I'm going to show you how we do them. And then I just changed the wording, because after I copy one that's already done for you, you can change the wording. So it says, do you think you've seen everything when it comes to keyword search tools? And you got to put something. Yes, who hasn't? I think I have. Well, you know, let's say I said this, I think I have. Well, then it would go to, maybe you think you have, but I'm guessing nothing like this. See live shocking proof of the evolution of this product purchased by 70,000 since 2011. It just keeps getting better. So see, I re-emphasize that. Does that make sense, Barry?
Yes.
Okay. So then I just put in an email that I've got, and I go next. All right. Now, what does it say? It says, finished, get access now. Why? Because I'm going to have to fill this in. So I fill in the little CAPTCHA code. That's called a CAPTCHA code, okay? And then I submit it. Now, where did it go?
Ever wonder how seemingly
Your affiliate link that you got from JVZoo.
Right. So you see how I could absolutely take that link and go over to Facebook. Now, let me just go over here and get that, okay? Let's go over here where I have my web pages. And let's just say there's the keyword search tool. Okay, test the link. There it is. Now I'm going to go back to Barry. Okay. Now I'm going to put that in there. And do you notice how whatever I put in my description and so forth is going to pop up there? So I'm going to actually go here. And you still seeing okay, Barry?
Yes, I can.
All right, let me just get that other way. Okay. So do you see that I didn't have any problem whatsoever getting you that information? And I got something better. Let's say that, Barry, you weren't on any list of mine. Now, I wouldn't just send somebody a link, first of all, okay? Let me just be clear. I would never just, that's called spamming. But I might say something like this. I might say, hey, Barry, are you still blogging? Now, what would you say, Barry?
Yes, I am, Dottie.
Oh, so he would write me back saying, yes, I am. And I would say, fantastic. Hope your blog is doing well. One of the tools lots of bloggers use is a keyword research tool. Would you be interested in seeing that? Okay, now I still don't send him a link. You see what I'm saying? I ask, I engage him. I'm not going to slam him with a link like, hey, Barry, you need something. Now, if I reached out and said that to you, so Barry's typing now. So he says, of course. I go, so great. Here's, better spell right. Here's a link. Well, let's spell it right. Link where you can watch a video. Okay, so I just send that to him, and then I just go, let me know what you think. I value your opinion. You know, I mean, it's just a conversation, isn't it, Barry?
That's all it is, conversation.
Yeah. So, you know, this is really important. A lot of people, I'll be real honest with you, a lot of things get blocked because so many people have a lot of automatic, you know, things that put things in groups, and they just like spam with links constantly. But as I've said to you all many times, the business we're in is high tech, high touch, I really believe. You know, it's not just about slamming people with stuff. It's about creating the relationship, because whether you're online or offline, we can't say this enough. It's about people doing things with you because they like, know, and trust you. So, Barry, do you like, know, and trust me?
Without a shadow of a doubt, yes, I do trust you, Dottie. And I like you, and I know you.
Well, I appreciate that. So because of that, though, Barry would at least go and check that out. Now, that doesn't mean he's going to buy it. And you know what? He shouldn't if he doesn't need it. But it's kind of like, if you need something, would you rather get something from somebody you know or somebody you don't know? Well, I mean, I would rather get it from somebody I know, because then I know I can go back and ask for their help, ask them questions or whatever. So let's just go here real quick, and let me show you how I started the process for creating that, okay? So here's what I do. I click right up there on choose your landing page. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put click here, make a copy. All right. Now, I could have chosen any type of page here for a lead capture page, okay? I didn't have to use that one, but you see where it says copy this page? That's all I did. If I had wanted to use one of these, I could have done that. But that's all I do is click on copy this page. And then when I do that, I go down here and I put make me a copy. And then I go, now this is important. I change the name of it so I'll know how to look for it. I change what's in the header here. I put something in the description and keywords, because these things are important, okay? You want to have all of that. And then right here, this is where you set it up so that you can direct them to that link. Right here, I go back to the link, and I would get it. I'll just show you again. I go and get that link. I copy it. I come back over where I'm creating the page, and I put it in there, because it says, where are they going to go after they fill in their information? Well, I'm going to want them to go there. So all I have to do is save changes to the pages. I'm not going to change the background. I'm going to go over to edit text. Now, do you see what it says right now, Barry?
Yes, discover a new twist, 100% commissions. Yes, I see that.
Yeah. Okay, so that's great if I were offering them Power Lead System, because we do have 100% commissions, and it's a fantastic program. You know, I always look when I'm working with a program, I want to know if I can offer it to people. Because why? I'm a coach and a trainer. I'm constantly looking for the best of the best systems, the best of the best products, because I know that the people working with me demand that. They want me to search out things. So, you know, that's not what I'm going to want here. So all you have to do is remove that, and you put in whatever you want. You know, you just put that in there. And I changed this part too. I just changed it into what you've seen over here, which is right here. Do you see how different that looks?
Yes.
Yeah. So even in here, it's just very easy to create some things in here. Now, how did I get that picture in there? I bet you're wondering about that, right? Well, I went over to the actual page for this, okay? And I snagged a picture. I went over to PhotoBucket, and I can show you that real quick. But I went over here to PhotoBucket. And after I snagged that picture, I pulled in, okay, you see it right there? There's two different ones. Yes. I did. So I pulled that in, I downloaded it in so that I could get a link, okay? Over here to the right, now that's PhotoBucket, okay, photobucket.com. You can pull in pictures if you need a link or something to put in an email. I needed the HTML, okay, right here. I'm going to take that HTML, and I'm going to come back over here. Now, this is where I'm going to have to do what? I'm going to have to put in here source. All right. So let's say that I just put that in there. Now, you know, that goes in right there wherever you put it. I'm just showing you how you put it in there. Now, I don't want it in there, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So I could always put it in there, though, come back up here and do this. You see? But now, right now, I've got this too wide, okay? So I would fix that. But anyway, I'm just trying to show you how simple this is to change it, so that what I end up with after copying it is this right here, and it goes to my link. Now, let me show you something else that I created. All right. What do you think about that one, Barry?
Wow, that one looks really good.
Well, here's what I did. This is a floating box, okay? Now, you'll notice there is an article back here. And this article is actually, okay, it's the definitive guide for keyword research. So all I did is I came over here, and of course I used, you know, a subdomain. You know, I gave it a subdomain. In other words, right up here, let me just go back. When you're doing the basics, right here is where you choose a subdomain. It says I want to use a new address with my existing domain. So I chose PLS Gold Nuggets. I can choose any one of my domain names. I have a lot of them, okay? And then I just put whatever I want in there. Barry Rocks. Okay, I could put in there, and then that would be my custom subdomain link. Right now, you know, mine is keywordexpert.coachbgoldnuggets.com. I mean, you know, just because I had to create something. So I'm going to show you where I went to create this, but just notice that it's floating. Now watch this. I'm going to refresh this, and you're going to see. Somebody goes to that, and there's the definitive guide, and all of a sudden this pops up, and they're thinking, oh my gosh, I want that definitive guide. But this time what I did, notice you can't close this if you don't give me the information. Now you can go away, that's fine, but if you don't give me the information, your information, then you don't get the definitive guide, nor do you get the white paper called 5 Steps to Better Keyword Grouping Strategies for More Effective and Profitable Keyword Segmentation, okay? And discover how Longtail Pro can make you a keyword expert. So if somebody is needing a keyword research tool, they're going to fill this out. Why? Because they get 2 benefit things with it, and they get access to the keyword tool. All right? So, I mean, start uncovering hidden profit generating keywords in seconds. It's a whole software that just zip gets it for you. I mean, it doesn't take you all day long to find keywords. So let me take you now and show you how I created that, okay? Barry, you made a good point about people having the replicated sites. I mean, the worst thing somebody can do is send a person to a replicated site that has 0 lead capture page. Have you ever seen any of those, Barry?
Yes, I have. And, you know, Dottie, I've also seen some replicated sites did have a form where people could sign up for free for like a newsletter or stay up to date. But the thing was, Dottie, is like we're out there getting that company leads and not benefiting ourselves because we don't get access to that contact manager.
Absolutely. Great point. So these are the things that we have access to through having the gold membership in Power Lead system. I mean, Barry, I've been working with this system for 3 years, and I never tire of it, and I never run out of things to learn how to do. I mean, you know, a lot of people, they just go, okay, where do I start? Well, you start with the Getting Started guide. And we said this before, but how do you learn to do this system, Barry? What's the old saying about the elephant?
How do you eat an elephant? One piece at a time.
That's
You
right.
know, Dottie, I would like to just share something real quick.
Okay.
When I got started with Power Lead System, I didn't know what to do.
Back
I was
over.
not very
I want people to see you while you're speaking here. Yes.
okay. So when I got started with Power Lead System, I wasn't very tech savvy either. You might look at me and say I'm a millennial. I'm 24 years old. I probably know how to use any piece of technology there is. when in fact I just use Facebook and Google. So the Power Lead system, I saw the value it had in it, but I didn't know how to use it to benefit me like I needed it to. So in our back office, we have this training section, and I would go to this training section, and I would spend at least 30 minutes minimum every day. At the time, I was working night shift, so I was getting home about 8 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, Barry, in a minute, I want you to screen share and take everybody and just show them specifically, okay? But continue.
Okay. And what I would do is I would watch the getting started. There's a quick video, there's like 7 minutes long, 7 different shortcuts in 7 minutes, and I would just practice. You won't know how many times I deleted a lead capture page and just started over. You've seen some of my first pages that I created, and you see some of them now. They look a whole lot better. But I took that time to just grow and learn certain things. And the thing I like about this system is that it's perfect for a beginner to an expert. Whether you don't, I mean, it's so simple as copy paste. Erase a phrase that you don't like and type in your own. It's so simple. And once you gain more knowledge, you can start adding pictures into it like you did. This system, I haven't found anything better than Power Lead system myself. And obviously you haven't. You said you've been with them for 3 years. So I think our training is phenomenal. So you're not alone with this system. So that's just what I want to take a moment to share. If you're overwhelmed, so was I. And I'm sure you were too before, Dottie, but you just watch the training videos and just trial and error, and you'll get it.
Well, you're right, Barry, and I've told people many, many times, and you've heard me say this, but the interesting thing is, and I just shared this with Mary Jo. Mary Jo, I don't know if you're on here tonight, but watching it live. Whether you're a male or a female, if you have not cried at your computer, you've not even put any time into internet marketing, because when you start, you are going to feel very overwhelmed. The only way you don't feel that is if you're not doing anything. So if you get to that point of feeling overwhelmed, just know that this too shall pass. I used to feel like just pulling my hair out. And unfortunately, I didn't really have a mentor either. So it took me longer. I wish I'd had somebody to work with me and where I could ask them questions and all. But Barry, why don't you go in real quick and show them that exact area you're talking about? Because here's what's cool. Even if you're in Lead Lightning, you get access to our training. Can you believe that, Barry? I mean, that is insane. And hopefully by people seeing that, they'll go, wow, I want to be able to do some of those things. And while you're doing that, Barry, I'm going to ask people who are on here if they'll put in the chat box, first of all, have you been in the training area of the back office? Are you spending any kind of time per day? And if you are, how much time a day or a week are you working on learning something? Because if it's not working for you, it's probably because you're doing zero. Okay, I hate to say that, but I mean, you got to be doing something. So go ahead and screen share, Barry.
Okay, bear with me, everyone. This is first time I'm using a MacBook.
Making you do that on a new computer.
Shame on you, Dottie.
I know it. You're
Can
so
you see
good,
my
Barry.
back office? Can you see my screen?
I sure can.
Okay, so go to the training area. Oh boy, hope I remember my login.
Oh, yeah. That can get tricky, when you're not on your regular machine. But at least you're showing people. And here's what you need to know. If you haven't gone in here before, you have to create a separate login. Now, it can be the same one that you use for Power Lead system, but you have to create it, okay? Is it not letting you in? Oh, you trying it again?
Yes. This keyboard's slightly different. Let's see if this works. No, it's not working.
Well, don't worry about that. People got to see where you go, and that's really important. I'm not going to go over on my computer right now and show that, simply because we have shared it before and we want to really get back. But just know that you can log in right there. There is all types of there's just all types of training on marketing, videos, YouTube. I mean, you name it, folks. No excuses. You know, I don't want to hear the excuses. So just get in there and, you know, decide. Remember, Barry, a few weeks ago, we did a training on kind of segmenting out your day and 5 key things to do to help yourself. So in that, you know, part of it has got to be, you know, learning some new information. I don't care if it's 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day. If you make a commitment and you do it consistently, you will improve. Barry, can you imagine how much you're going to know about internet marketing in 5 years?
I bet it's going to be a lot, Dottie.
It is going to be a lot, no doubt about it. Well, let me go back over here and screen share. I really appreciate that input that you gave, Barry. You always have some good gold nuggets to share with us. Let me get off that while it's coming over here. Okay, so you see this, and you see that it's a floating. I want to ask people also to put in the chat box down there if you've ever heard of keywords or keyword research, or if you've ever done keyword research. So just put whatever applies to you. Yes, I have heard of keywords, or no, I haven't. Yes, I have heard of keyword research. No, I haven't. Yes, I have done keyword research. No, I haven't. Okay, so here's where we're going to go for this. So that's the one I showed you how to do there. I'm going to go over here to where it says capture leads, and I'm going to drop down where it says create lead capture pages, and I'm going to go to floating capture form. Okay, now you'll see that I have a lot of these. Okay, I told you I've been at it a little bit. You start off by clicking on create a new floating capture form, but I'm going to go down here to where I've already created it. All right, and I'm going to go, I just named it keyword pop-up. Okay, so I'm going to go to edit. All right, and once you do one, you can copy it and change it to something else. So notice right here that I called it keyword pop-up, and I have to click on show the survey or do not show it. Well, I want to, surveying is information you're gathering. So I put that I want to get their first name and their last name. I put display it and make it mandatory. In other words, they're not going to get in, Barry, to get the white paper that I share or the definitive guide if they don't give me the information. You know, it's an exchange. I'm offering something of value for people who are interested in keyword research. Now, if you have no need for something like that, well, no big deal. But when people opt in for that, I'm going to know to some extent what level of marketing they're at. Does that make sense, Barry?
Yes.
Okay. So, right here, I've got cell phone. Yes. If they're going to get that, they're going to give up their phone number to me. Okay. Now, notice here, I have put together 11 email campaign that goes to people getting keyword research. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you that in a second as well. All right. Now, it says, where would you like the want this on your site link to go when clicked? I'll show that. Let me just go back here. You see right there, want this on your site? Watch and see where that goes. It goes to signing up for Lead Lightning. So I like to keep that on there, okay? So let me go back over here. So I'm going to, now you can take it off. You can put do not show. I want it on there. Now, I'm not going to put anything there. How often would you like this to display? I put always. Every time a person views or refreshes a page, I want it on, okay? You can choose once per session, once every whatever days, however you want to do it. And then this is normally 450 by 450. I changed it to 600 by 600 for the box, okay? And look what I did here. I could have put people are not required. I put people are required. Again, I go back to if they're interested in keyword research, they want the white paper, they want the definitive guide, and they want to find out about this Longtail Pro guide, they're going to have to give up the information. Now, I'm sharing a specific instance for you so that you can decide no matter what you do, whether it's an affiliate product, whether it's your any kind of company you've got, these are the kind of pop-ups and lead capture pages you can create. But it's particularly important with affiliate products for the very reasons I've told you. Number one, some of those links get blocked on Facebook, so you've got to take that away. Number two, I want to build a list when I'm putting out on Facebook. I don't want them just to go directly to the affiliate product, because do you know who gets their list built? The person who created the product. You know, now that's okay that they get on their list too, but I'm going to tell you, those people, they just send out link after link for products. And so I'm going to make money off offering that too, no problem, but I want to retain that lead. All right, so then you just simply save the changes, okay? And then you have all these boxes. So right here, I knew it was going to be black. So I put in yellow, become keyword expert, okay? Now this is where I put the picture. Does that make sense, Barry?
Yes, it does.
And I put one in that says, now grab version 3.0 at up to a 70% discount for a limited time. So that's a little bit different from this one. Now I'm probably going to go back and put that picture in there because I think that's a really good piece of information. Don't you, Barry?
I think so.
Yeah. So I'll go back and change that. But for right now, I'm just showing you where I put that in there. So when I go back over here, I can't just put that picture in there without a source code. So remember me going over there to PhotoBucket. I got the HTML. I changed it to source code. I put it in there, and then I changed it back, okay? So that's what I'm going to have in there is that picture. And then I went and I got some wording, okay? Where did I get it? I got it from the JVZoo affiliate product. And I just put it in here. I just copied it in here. And then down here, I put in red, opt in below and access the white paper, 4 steps to better keyword grouping strategies for more effective and profitable keyword segmentation. Now, that you might say, oh my Lord, that's over my head. But guess what? There's people out there wanting that kind of information. And then the keyword research, the definitive guide. So that's all I did. I didn't fill in all these boxes. You can put PPS, you can put PS, you can put whatever you want. Now, I could go in there if I wanted and add something up else, but I'm not going to. I just saved it and I moved on, okay? So then I put no video, okay? I could have put a video, I didn't. And then I save the changes and I move on. Now, on the thank you page, in other words, where it goes to, where am I sending them, Barry?
Send them to your JV site.
That's right. I want to introduce them to that Longtail Pro research tool. So I just simply put that link in there. I save that, and then I go over there and I review it. Now, when I review it at this point, it has not been placed on a particular page. So my default page is going to come up here at this point. You see it says Training to Transform. It's just but it's going to show me what the box looks like. And I can tell you, I went back and forth several times because when it would come up, I'd say, oh, I don't like how that looks. You know what I'm saying? And so I would close that out and I would come back over here to edit content and I would edit it. So, you know, I took some time. You know, folks, these things do take time. If you're going to create things, you've got to put in the time and you've got to learn it. So now, the next thing I did is I click create the simulator because that's what this is. See, this is a simulator, okay? It retains the subdomain that I chose even when it goes to this article, all right? But you can't even get there. Now, I could have had it where people could just close the box, not give me their information, but I'm giving them too many good things for that to happen. So I come back over here and I would click on Create Simulator. Now, I've already done that, so I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go to my simulators. I'm going to show you where it is. I'm going to go to the Floating Capture Form Simulators, okay? When I get here, I'm going to go Search My Simulators, and then I'm going to go click here to see all the Floating Capture Box Simulators. And what do you see right there, Barry?
Your keyword expert one.
Yep. So I'm going to go to edit just so you can see what it looks like. Because if I had clicked on that box a minute ago, it would have taken me to something and but I'm just showing you how I've already filled it out. So I filled it out as keyword tool. And then I put the link to that definitive guide because that's where I want it to show up. And then I gave it what? A subdomain. See, there's no www here. You put in whatever one you want to choose, and then I just chose whatever domain name I wanted to use. And when I saved it, that put that box over this page. Voila! How cool is that? You like that, Barry?
That looks really good. I like it a lot, Dottie.
So, you can start going in here because, see, what you really want to do is create some things that you can send out to your list. And you might not even want to just give them the direct link even in your list. You might say, well, I want them to actually opt into this new one so I can easily segment the kind of things they're interested in. Does that make sense, Barry?
That sure does. Organize, categorizing the list.
Because I'll tell you, I have sent this out once. I did a blast out, and I just put the link in. But I think I'm going to change that because when somebody buys that, I won't know who they are, okay? And you might say, well, you're asking them to opt in again. Yeah, but that way I can segment that list and categorize them. So what I did here is I actually went to one of the Lead Lightning Done For You autoresponder series, and I just copied it. And then I went in one by one. I think this is why I got to bed at 2:30 this morning, Barry.
Oh my goodness.
So I just started, taking off the first one, and I just put in here what I wanted. I was just trying to get the layout. Does that make sense?
Right.
How many days it's going to be sent and all that kind of thing. So, it didn't say anything about, hey, thanks for opting into Lead Lightning, because that's not what I sent them. But I'm going to show you what I did do. So anyway, in this one, what do I say? Thanks for opting in for more information about keyword research. As promised, click here for your white paper. Does that make sense, Barry?
Yes.
Okay. So, Barry, now, as I'm going along here, are there any questions that come to your mind as far as how to lay this out?
No, it doesn't. Not for me. It doesn't. I can go over to our Hangout page and see if anybody's posted some questions.
Yeah, check over there for us while I continue through here. Because, again, I realize that for some people who have just come in and they only have Lead Lightning and they haven't done anything with customization, I recognize that this is advanced training, okay? Just recognize that right off the bat. Okay. So then what I do, I say, and if you didn't check out the Longtail Pro keyword research tool, you have got to see it to believe it. And then I give the link. And then I have my name, aka Coach B, the Google Hangout Maven, and then I just have my link that goes to where people can book time with me. So notice what I put here, though. Remember my personality assessment that I said? Right. I put that here. Okay, so now that's my first email. Then, in the subject line was, here you go, open up, get what I promised you. And that goes out on the first day. Now, right here, I'm going to go view, edit. Now, I'm going to change that because last night, now, of course, it was 2:30 in the morning, I clicked one, meaning I wanted it to go out on day one, not the day they opted in. And I just noticed that it said both of them. I don't really want them both going out right behind each other, So my second email, just checking on you. I want to make sure you're not missing anything that will help you take your business to a new level. I hope you read the keyword research, the definitive guide. If you didn't, click here. So see, I'm giving them piece by piece back everything that I've already talked about. And right. I said, hope you've taken a serious look at Longtail Keyword Research Tool. Seriously, you've got to see it to believe it. Now, do you notice that these are not long, Barry?
I like them. Super sweet.
Yeah. And again, back to personality assessment. Okay, I'm going to take that one off. And, okay. All right, now that's back on one. You see that?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And because when I looked at that, I was like, how did that get there? I clicked on that last night, but obviously something didn't happen. So then Look, it's the third email where I go, need a simple system for building a list and getting leads. This is where I begin to lead them back into Lead Lightning, okay? This $7 system. And I just said, hey, we launched it several months ago and it went viral. I mean, $7 one time for everything offered. It sound too good to be true? Well, it's not. So I put, and if you're in business, it's not a matter of if you will build a list, it's a matter of when. There's no better time than the present moment. So see to your marketing success. I have the same thing. You see the consistency, Barry, that you're beginning to see?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So I want them, seeing those same things over and over. Have you ever tried this? Now, I'm not going to go through every email. But I simply said, have you ever tried doing a hangout? They're a great way to bring new sales and customers into your business and to brand you. Plus, they really work. People calling you versus you chasing them. What's not to like about that? Folks around the internet are still talking about the last one I did. So where do I send them? To the hangout I do every Tuesday night. Notice again the standard branding right here. Anyway, there's 11 emails here, and they are introducing them to Lead Lightning. I will circle back around, and I'll say different things. This was a hard choice for me. I want to make sure I've taken care of you. 2 weeks later. So this is what I'm really working hard to do, Barry, is to show people a complete way that they could get around. First of all, let's just cover it because we're getting near the hour. First of all, we're going to get around trying to offer an affiliate product, whether it's Lead Lightning or anything else that Facebook is blocking. So there's other ways that you can do for Lead Lightning. And Neil has actually detailed those. I think he's got it actually in the Facebook group pinned post at the top. So go up there. He gives you some specific instructions for Lead Lightning, because let's face it, if you don't upgrade, you can't do this type of customization. But he has given you some tips on that. You can't use a Bitly because Bitlys get blocked a lot too, not always, but sometimes. So you just need to know these things. So Barry, I'm going to kind of come back over here. And did you see any particular questions that anybody's asking over there?
No, I didn't, Dottie.
Okay. Well, sometimes they're asking them later because, we always know with our Hangouts that everybody can't, necessarily get on here live. We have people throughout the world. We have people that the time just doesn't work for them. And the great thing about a Hangout is this. Within 5 minutes after this recording being over, it's called a Hangout on Air. It becomes, an evergreen video. That means it's there forever unless we delete it. Well, I'm not going to delete this. I think this is pretty good information for people to have. And I want to help people in their marketing. So, Barry, let me ask you, after hearing this now, how do you think you could apply this to what you're doing?
Well, I like this idea, Dottie. I've never thought of offering affiliate products when I, have my own business that I operate and that I promote. So this is definitely something cool because this is also like offering Lead Lightning, that offers somebody something of value. And just like you mentioned in the keyword search, that might be valuable to somebody else and be an opportunity to collect a lead. So I definitely have a different view on this now. Sparked a little interest, but I also love that we can create these floating capture pages and lead capture pages in our back office of PowerLead system as just simply a bridge to get us from Facebook over to what we want to show them, whether it's even a blog or your website.
Yeah, absolutely. Good feedback there, Barry. Well, I hope you'll start thinking about various products that would excite you. And, I'll send you over a JVZoo link so you can go in there and, start checking it out and see what products are there. They're always introducing new ones, and it doesn't cost you anything to become an affiliate. I will tell people, here's the way it works in the beginning. When you're new and you don't have any sales that you've done, Sometimes they won't accept you. You kind of have to write out. Now, Barry, you've got something really good, though, because you have a blog going. When you can say, hey, I've started a new blog, and this is something that I want to offer on my blog, then your chances of getting that accepted go up, okay? Because what they say is, wow, this guy has a market. Do you see what I'm saying? They're trying to leverage. They've created a product. It's kind of like Bill Gates and Microsoft. Barry, do you think Bill Gates sold all those copies of his software?
Probably not all of them.
Not by a long shot. No, he didn't. So it's the same way. People create products. Now, I'm going to tell you myself personally. I am not the person to create the product, but I am the person to train on the product. I love systems. I just don't want to create them. That takes a very blueprint type of person. Now, when I say that, that means they kind of like step by step do things. I can do that, but it kind of steals my energy when I do it too much, okay? So I would rather have somebody else create the system like Michael Price, Neil Gass have done, okay? And then I come along and I'll learn that system inside and out. I'll know how to make that baby sing, and we'll have some fun with it, you know? And then I like sharing information. That's why I call myself the Google Hangout Maven and the LinkedIn Maven. Folks, I'm going to end with this. When I say I'm a maven, that doesn't mean I'm better. That doesn't mean I'm special. That means I have discovered that I have a story to share and a skill to impart. But guess what? You do too. Now, Barry, let me ask you, what are you a maven at?
Well, I'm good at creating lead capture pages and building like sales pages and putting funnels together. Good at Google Hangouts. I've been successful at branding a lot of my videos on YouTube and ranking on Google, all through thanks to help from you and our trainings here. So I think I have some pretty good skills.
Yeah. So you're really becoming an internet marketing maven, okay? And seriously, that means you can make that claim to fame because you are somebody's expert when you know one more thing than they do. And when you know the thing that they don't know and it's something they need to know and want to know, they will love you for it. I mean, if you were trying to set up an autoresponder series and you didn't know how and somebody could help you, rather than just pulling your hair out, being able to call on somebody to say, I'm stuck, wouldn't that be awesome? I mean, I think that is great. So I just want to encourage everybody, whether you are a newbie and visiting with us tonight, whether you were with Lead Lightning and you've paid your $7 one time to have that great system that helps you have a contact management system, and then from there you can share links, and every time you share that link you can make $6. I mean, folks, you can sell one a day and make $6 every day, and that's possible. And guess what? When you have that, people upgrade. Now, if you upgrade, you'll be able to participate in the other things that are offered. People don't have to buy what they need, don't need, or don't want. I would never want somebody to do that. But I do know that people are really looking for help. And I can tell you that, you know, I've been helping some people recently. I was very privileged to be on a radio show on Friday and shared. I was supposed to be on 30 minutes, and all of a sudden they kept me on this whole hour. I was like, okay. But it was a lot of fun, and we covered a lot of topics. And now I'm going to be going into San Diego and doing some training. So that's really exciting. It is not that I'm smarter or better than them. I just know something they don't know yet. So, Barry, I appreciate you being on here, and I love seeing how much you're growing because you are continuing just to blossom. So anybody that is listening tonight, please don't be discouraged. I want to give a big shout out to Mary Jo. Yesterday alone, she did 9 videos. And I think she deleted them all, she said. Hey, Barry, before we go, would you share with Mary Jo about your first experience with doing your videos on Google Hangouts? It'll make her feel better for sure.
Hi, Mary Jo. I remember my first time I set up my Google Hangout on through the back office of YouTube, and I remember sitting there. I was like, had paper out, and I was trying to write down like what I was gonna say, and then I'd follow up and get frustrated. I'm like, then I would, press the start button, and I would like stutter or not say something correctly, and I would cancel the hangout. Well, then guess what? I had to go back to YouTube, delete that video, and then create a whole new live event. And after I'd say probably my third video, I just got the confidence of like I'm just gonna wing it, and I just talked about something real quick, and I just left it at that. And I know that every video since then, um, I've built more confidence, and now I can create a video with no hesitation. So I applaud you for doing those videos, however many you did today. But the more you sit in front of it, the better, the more comfortable you'll be, and the better you'll get. So keep going.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Barry. And that's so true. Again, the actions that you take consistently are going to be what helps you do better. I would say if she made 5 videos a day for the next week, oh my gosh, she just bingo, having them going on. But once she was laughing because she said, well, one thing for sure, I know how to set it up. So anyway, Mary Jo, I know I'm going to be talking with you after this hangout and helping you on some lead capture pages, and I'll look forward to that. But anyway, folks, we will see you next week at the same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 6 p.m. for me. And this is Dottie Berry, the Google Hangout maven, and Barry Tuck, the guy that keeps empowering the millennials. We look forward to seeing you next week. Good night or good morning, wherever you are. We'll see you then. Bye for now.